In this episode, there is a substantial amount of action in the markets for cryptocurrencies. Let's face it, it's Saturday, and the price of XRP is going through the roof. In order to complete it, you should do it over the weekend rather than during the work week. However, I will take care of it for you. We are going to be looking into that. We are going to investigate the potential effects that the price of Bitcoin could have on other cryptocurrencies. What are the consequences of XRP imitating the illustrious Nike? Go ahead and do it, you parent. The Ripple stablecoin tracker was purchased by me. In what direction could we go? If you want to keep things interesting, you need to switch things up because Ethereum is printing a lot of stablecoins and introducing this item. This is a rather hopeful outlook. I've got you out of trouble. Without further ado, let's take a more in-depth look at Bitcoin 65, 557, 51, and Ethereum, all of which have had a 43% growth in value over the course of the past 24 hours, ultimately reaching a closing price of $26.73. With both USDT and USDC closing at its respective dollar pegs, the US dollar index has increased by 1.04% over the course of the past 24 hours. Wow. That's a brilliant example of flirting. We are currently above our first significant resistance region, and there is another one coming up around 65 to 66, so let's make an effort to make a run at the 62-cent level, which is where it is attempting to break through. Today, we are going to make an attempt at it, and after that, let's make an effort to target that 75-cent area. Two more areas to go after this one. As I speak to you, the moment for XRP is almost near. What is the ultimate destination of the $2 trillion and $323 billion market worth of cryptocurrencies? Individuals consider all of it to be Bitcoin. All of the information is accessible on Bitcoin Poptober, or any other word that we decide to use. There is only a short amount of time left until October, which is typically the month in which I make all of my announcements. In most cases, we are talking about a strike rate of 80%. Considering that October is shaping up to be a good month, we anticipate a significant increase in prices. What we want to see happen is that Bitcoin reaches 100,000. There are still a lot of people who grapple with the question, will we be able to witness that milestone? It is important to keep in mind that the general disposition regarding cryptocurrencies is optimistic. This is the final drop in Bitcoin's price before it begins to rise. The odds are 50-50 in this bullshit game. Come on, let's be forthright and tell it like it is. You are going to either fail or succeed, regardless of what you say. Many people believe that it is one of the safest bets that can be placed in the world of sports betting. In either scenario, there will be a person who appears to be a hero while another one will not. Your optimal bet is effectively any wager that has a chance of 50% both ways. Let's face it, even roulette isn't a completely even game. Not only does its ebony coloring complement the color red, but it also reflects the color of the red itself. Everything is as simple as that when it comes to your odds. The things that I believe will take place. Let me tell you something, the price of Bitcoin continues to fall in a consistent manner. To find out what happens, we need to keep an eye on this. Due to the fact that it is still wreaking damage, we are going to have to withdraw from this region and move uphill first. Despite the fact that we are just playing, splattering, and cutting around for the time being, that $72,000 area is for us to deem the water safe. Regarding what will take place with it, we have no notion. Buying is a smart move at this moment in time. Some vendors have reduced the price of everything by 50 or 70%. I am completely clueless. These are some ridiculously high numbers. The amount is even lower than that. In my opinion, the correct amount is 22 XRP, not 25 XRP. The 400 engraving is always present on the lid of the cup, regardless of whether it is a 30-ounce cup or another variety. Carefully remove the straw from the lid. The whiskey has a weight of around 34 ounces, which is roughly comparable to 31 XPP, and it is free to send anywhere in the world. It is currently on sale for glasses. The whiskey glasses, along with everything else present in the inventory, are available for purchase. The stock is being depleted at an alarming rate. We will remove the summery merchandise in order to create place for the autumn and winter merchandise, because we are unable to process all of the orders in the allotted time frame of 3 days. To make the most of this opportunity, they had to go to the store and purchase it. The price of a bottle that is 30 ounces is $14.99. Obtain an inscription of XRP on that. There is a selection of the available colors. To take a look at it, go to Shop XRP at this now. On the basis of what we have been talking about, we believe that the cryptocurrency market will see an abundance of liquidity throughout the fourth quarter of this year. This channel has been a platform where we have been pressing for additional liquidity. The fourth quarter is going to be the most optimistic time for Bitcoin. Specifically, it asserts that the price of Bitcoin has surpassed $65,000 as of current day. It is a significant achievement yet, according to a report that was published not so long ago. This growth is just the beginning. It is possible that the predicted increase is the result of the return of regular investors, as well as the influx of billions of dollars from the Chinese markets. This might be a very significant cost. But within the context of this curriculum, we have gone into great detail on the Chinese market. It would indicate that China, which has the second largest economy in the world, is willing to permit investors to enter the cryptocurrency market for their retail and institutional customers. When that occurs, we want the money to begin the process of coming in. The cryptocurrency market will achieve new all-time highs as Japan begins to enter the market, and as the United States continues to do the same, the market will also begin to enter the market. The board indicates that the recent surge in Bitcoin prices may have been a factor in the reduction of the Federal Reserve's benchmark interest rate by 50 basis points earlier this month. After that, it is quite likely that they will all continue to increase in value, as well as Chinese over-the-counter traders reporting billion-dollar inflows. A rapid ascent towards 70,000 in new all-time highs is something that we anticipate happening in the not-too-distant future. This is exactly how they are, I assure you. Despite the fact that I only published this piece yesterday, I have been arguing for it for quite some time. I have been putting my own thoughts into these pieces. That number exceeds 72,000 persons who are insane. In the event that we are unable to cross the barrier of 72 points on the very first attempt, we will experience the descent that was anticipated. There has been no deviation. Bitcoin's value is going to skyrocket. Just get it done, okay? But what if? In this way, emergency room cryptographers feel. If we simply play and progressively follow this line up to the $13 XRPA look, then 8 to 13 is not at the XRPA question. This Nike arrangement accomplishes what we want to do. A solution that is 100% bored is not impossible. What is going on? In what ways can we get there in a flash? Over 75 is the year's final total. It would be wonderful to reach $150, but getting closer would be even better. If we do, we will have the opportunity to see this for ourselves. Become more than 75 cents, how will that be possible? This suggests that XRP broke out of these zones in the years 2016 and 2020, and I will demonstrate this to you in just a moment. When we consider the amount of money that we believe our project will bring in either this year or the following year, or if I may be so bold as to say 2025, we were able to capture 6% of the total market value of all cryptocurrencies. From $7 to $10 trillion is the range of our predicted valuation. Should we be successful in achieving a market cap domination of 6%, this would be equivalent to at least $6 worth of XRPP. The benchmarks that I have my sights set on are those that I have mentioned. Indeed, that is the bare minimum. Despite the fact that we did not see a parabolic blow-off peak in the year 2020, there is a strong potential that we will see those kinds of blow-off tops in the years 2016 and 2017. In the event that XRP achieves a market cap domination of 6%, as it has done in each and every bull market that I have participated in the past, the markets will immediately begin a bull cycle. It is possible that a parabolic blow-up top will target the $13 region for XRP at that position. As we get to the end of our discussion regarding the regulations and your new exchange, I would like for you to focus on this. Do you anticipate that your new exchange would impose limits on commodities and other products that are traded there that are comparable to those that we currently have in place? Eventually, over the course of time, commodities and stocks will converge, but I predict that the growth of the equity market will be somewhat slower than that of the commodities market. To tell you the truth, we anticipate that this confluence will take place somewhere around 20 years from now. They do not have a fundamental comprehension of how to handle transactions involving digital currencies and cryptocurrencies. They continue to be confused about how important it is to carry out tasks in the appropriate manner. Because they are on television, they are unable to comprehend the platitudes that are being used. Bitcoin is a commodity in nature. We ought to treat it in a manner that is analogous to how we handle gold and oil. Although there are many different cryptocurrencies and digital assets, Bitcoin is a commodity. Other cryptocurrencies and digital assets are not the same as Bitcoin. How come people are unable to comprehend that? Putting it another way, it should not be handled. It is equivalent to gold and oil in that it is a commodity. His point of view is correct. After all, we are aware of what went wrong. A comparison to a value store is made on the basis of the use case of the product. A stablecoin that has 50,000 ripples of RLUSD was created and distributed on the Ethereum network. A further 300 to 0 is being minted by me. Wow, this is really fantastic. At this point, things are starting to take shape. Things are beginning to transpire. The sensation of waking awake is unparalleled. If you want to see what happens with XRP, you should get up early on a Saturday morning before the sun comes out. There are 3 obstacles that we need to conquer in order to reach 60 cents, 1 down, 2 up. Let's pick up the pace a little bit. You shouldn't automatically assume that this will be the first thing that takes place because it